so far. It has been only 24 hours ever since I've retained my precious gem that was my World Heavyweight Championship. Yet, there are some scum-sucking parasites that claim that I only held on to the title due to the mind games I played on that Wild West fool, Marshall Moo Montana. They are clearly delusional as ever. I wasn't simply playing mind games with that waste of space in the first place. What happened to him was mostly a hallucination. It was all just mere imaginations that he himself was afraid of. He simply couldn't conquer his nightmares, and because of that, he fell to yours truly, a king of the world, just like what happened to his precious Miss Lily Bovine. And trust me when I say this, it was a long, hard fall. Now that pathetic piece of rotten ground beef is in the back window being laid to waste for the buzzards, I now turn my attention to a little-known facade that's been reaching my ears. Something called CCW's The Great Grounding. Did CCW lose touch with the creative direction all of a sudden? If so, then that pathetic chihuahua Lucas Hackett needs to hire better men to take their events seriously. What's even more pathetic is that this little game is hosted by a loser that's 10 times nowhere near my league. Where does he get off booking me in places I have no desire to be, let alone step foot on? That loser Go Animate Boris needs to realize that I'm a big leaguer, whereas these dumb-minded trolls are nothing short of minor leaguers, just begging to be stepped on like pathetic little roaches asking for death. And as far as putting my precious title on the line, I'll do it anywhere but that putrid dumpster fire that is Gold City. No way in heck would I ever be caught in such a trash city that produces such unholy drivel.
Hey Alejandro, sorry to cut your little broadcast short, but I heard around the grapevine that you refuse to put your so-called precious CCW World Heavyweight Championship at CCW's The Great Grounding. Is that it? If I didn't know any better, I say you're nothing more of a coward than a champion. Because you want to know what a real champion does? A champion shows up on time whenever he's asked to. A true champion doesn't run away from any challenge from anybody. A real champion knows how to walk the walk and talk the talk. All you're proving to us so far is that you're nothing more than an insecure coward who hides behind the shadow of his own idiot girlfriend. Whether you want to admit it or not, that's reality for you, Alejandro.
Who are you to cut off my promo time, huh? Who do you think you are putting your fat flabby butt in my business? I only associate my time to those who are worthy of my class. I sure as heck do not associate with low-down, pathetic hillbilly trash who comes down from broken-down neighborhoods. So if I were you, I'd leave with my own feet still reattached to my body and my pride still intact from all this other humiliation any further.
Well, I guess I haven't introduced myself to you, haven't I? Then again, I guess I haven't introduced myself to the entire CCW universe, huh? If you need a little refresher course, I'll give it to you straight to the point. Some people outside of CCW know me from BCC, VCW, WCC, and TPW as Big Bubba Sanders. But in my world, boy, you can call me the Dominator, Nathan Sanders, known as the most dangerous, ruthless competitor there ever is in the call leagues. The nickname I have best represents what I do to garbage people like you. I dominate. And when I dominate, I never stop. I keep the punishment of my opponents going until it ends by either a Tillman termination or a P-Town killer. Either one I choose will spell victory for me and my entire small town of Paducah combined. It has brought me so many championships in my long career. Despite me winning every ounce of gold in every call league I've been, there's only one championship I haven't conquered yet. It seems to me, Alejandro, that the championship I'm talking about is around your waist. So what about it? Are you gonna be a fine champion and put your title on the line like Go Anime Boris asked you to? Or are you gonna be a coward and live in fear as your title is wrapped around someone else's waist of somebody who would best represent Cartoon Carnage Wrestling better than you, Al?
You dare bring up that name to my beautiful face? I will not allow fat whales like you blaspheming my name for all it's worth. You want this title around my waist so bad, do you? Well, I plan not to be there at CCW's The Great Grounding, but since you want to plan your funeral so much, well then, you better be careful what you wish for, essay. You got your stupid little match for my title at The Great Grounding. But best be warned, Mr. Sanders, you will not be getting any type of match from me. Or you're gonna be getting a massacre to the likes of which your eyes can never imagine before. I will take my time picking apart your fat bones one by one until you will never be able to stand, walk, run, sit, let alone sleep. I will use you as an example to those who dare try to get in my face asking me for a challenge without working hard to earn their spot. You will be bloodied up to the point where they won't be able to call an ambulance to pick you up. No. They're gonna call a hearse to drive your revolting body straight to an open grave. And not also will your stinking clad heap of a town mourn your loss, but your fat, chubby pig of a girlfriend, Brittany Beth, can join you in that grave. I will burn you in, amigo.
Al, if I were you, I'd keep my girlfriend's name out of my mouth where it's not wanted. In fact, that's a line you don't ever want to cross with me at all. Because when people like you do so, they learn to regret their mistakes. You made so much mistakes in your entire life that it's no wonder you still should have been stuck in that drama machine where you belonged. Then again, maybe it's nothing compared to the things you did in CCW, like hold the company hostage until you got a title, throw Lily Bovine off a metal scaffold, and mess with Marshall Moon Montana's mind until he lost all control. Believe you me, I've dealt with those hallucinations in the past, and Marshall Moo will get over it just like I did. So if he's not going to be able to get the job done against you at CCW's The Great Grounding, I will. I'm going to pay you back for all the things that you've done, not just in the Total Drama universe, but in the CCW universe as well. And I sure as heck don't care if you have to come as yourself, or that stupid Spanish fiend getup you like to dress up in. All I need is either a Tillman termination or a P-Town killer to end you where you stand. Once the fire settled down between us, you'll be the one burning in that grave while I'm the one who stands before you, the new CCW World Heavyweight Champion. Trust me, that'll be worse than a punishment day. See you at the Great Grounding, Al. You rotten no concept!